So the way I used to set it up is I had a special promotion every single month. So I would change out what it was. So each month when people would call, I would say, this month, if you schedule this month, this is what you get. And so you'll get that. And it wouldn't be anything big. It would be, something little. But it would be that incentive to get them to commit on the phone right then.
Did that have to do with lab specials or is that just...
I never did, because I always have told myself that, because a lot of times they do, like, you start to realize your lab does certain sales at a certain time every year. I'm like, I really should write those down and then base my sales. But I never do it.
I missed a whole bunch. I was like, oh.
Like with the image boxes.
Scheduled some albums to grab.
Yeah. So I think that would be brilliant. If anybody wants to do the work to figure all those out, let us all know. So
let's each find each other a month.
Yeah, there you go. And allow to do it. So so that's the way I've done it. Is like I would say this is what you get. And I would just pick something small and different each time. But this is what you'll get if you purchase if you schedule your session this month, and then that would just help me convert faster on the phone. Okay, so then ease for upgrade. So, this is the easiest example is like that wall art. It's a 20 by 30 or a $1,000 wall art credit. Well, that's so easy for them to compute, and then it's so easy for me to be like, this is what I do. I just sit there and play. No, so I'll be like, okay, so in collection 2, you're going to get your 20 by 30 gallery wrap canvas. So I know you had mentioned that one picture where you're all sitting together and smiling where you're sitting on the blanket. So that would be perfect, and we could do that one and do something just really fun. And I'm thinking we should put it on that wall because that would just look amazing. And I just start talking about that. I'm like, or if you want, we also have the framed prints, which is an option, and I go about that fast over them because they just don't.
They don't sell.
They don't.
They're really just as expensive just about as a canvas.
Yeah, they're really fun, and I feel like I like offering them. And I think, I would think you would do better than me because of newborns.
Like the organic glue?
Yeah, because of a nursery, right? Yeah, but for me, because it's going to be in their family room, I don't.
I don't sell them either.
And so, and so
I don't even offer them.
Do you?
Yeah, for some reason it seems to be like a fad going through. Yeah, the organic ones.
Really?
Clusters. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's just because.
Yeah, for me,
I don't think singers
they don't. Yeah, so I go over that one pretty quick, and then I get to the canvas clusters, and I'm like, or you have $1,000 wall art credit, so we could do one of these where we could showcase several of the images instead. So when I said that 2 weeks ago, she was like, "Ooh, honey, I really want that," and he was like, "Okay, I mean, we're doing this, we might as well get what we really want." I think so too. And then they were so cute trying to decide which ones should go in. And then I help them pick based on their family. So we picked this one because they had 3 kids. Because that's a really easy one for me to explain. Okay, we do one giant, and I do this is my most common one by far. This is almost always the one everybody does. So I said, okay, we do one big family one, then we'll do one of each of the kids in here, and then we can do one of all the kids, and on this side, all 3 on this side, and do one of just the 2 of you here, or we can do the one of, and I purposefully shoot this way, the one of you and the boys on this side, and then the one of you and Elise on this side. So dad and daughter on this side, and mom and boys on this side. And then...
So they needed to decide...
Oh, heck yeah, I'm not doing this again.
What photos are going in those right then.
Yeah.
Right then, absolutely.
But I'm there to help them. And it always comes down to, Leah, what do you think we should do? And then I say, this is what I would do. And I'm reading them. Like, I don't have an absolute, it's going to change based on... So in this case, I knew he really wanted it to be a picture of him and her. He was so excited over this picture of the 2 of them together. Like, the second it came up, he goes, "New Facebook profile!" I was like, okay.
You know you have scored when the guys are
husband
said Facebook profile picture. You're like, oh, if I wasn't married. No.
Yeah, he was so excited. But she wanted the one of him and daughter and her and the kids. So we talked about, okay, where would it go? And I just shared some ideas. I was like, one of the things we talked about was in our bedroom, having one of the 2 of them, and so we were talking about where it was going to go. So originally they were thinking it was going to go in their room, and so because of that I was like, I really think you should do one of the 2 of you, then. I think that, and I told him how in my room I have 4 prints of my husband and I, and there's 2 frames on each side of our bedside tables, and explained that. And I said, you know, we always capture our kids. We're always making sure they're in the pictures. I was like, but where did this all start? It started with YouTube. And I was like, and that's your escape. That's where you guys go. So I think that you should. So we started that. But then we ended up deciding that because of these, she really wants them downstairs. So now she wants to have redo the downstairs so she can put them downstairs. So then we ended up, I think, switching it to the kids. No, I think it's still the 2 of them and then the one of the 3 kids. Yeah.
No, Leah, you don't have your images like dropped into those little boxes.
No, I don't. That would take a
I
long
did
time.
that. You have let me down.
I like them better gray because you
I
can
like
see
it gray because I feel like they
You
can
can
visualize them. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what this.
I've had people tell me they love that that's in there. So there.
Okay, so I'll show you what it really looks like. So okay, so E's for upgrade, and then the impeccable service, right? Just trying to be quick on everything, trying to exceed the expectations, everything we can do to give them reasons to talk. And we already talked about this, but they're going to talk no matter what. So are we doing everything we can to make them be like, oh my gosh, but it was worth it? Like, I know that the W family that I just worked with, without question, they're going to be telling people, oh, but it was worth it. I mean, they were flat out letting me know, you were way more expensive, but this is why you
Oh,
were
it
worth
works because every bunko game I go to, it's all my target clients, and that's all we talk about is my pictures, like every bunko. And it's starting to, I mean, it's awesome, but then I'm kind of
Every
like,
bunko game.
okay, can we, I mean,
Can we talk about something
because
else?
they're like, oh my god, she's so expensive, but you will love her. I mean, so expensive, like so, like a whole lot of money, but it's worth it. Like, I mean, like we,
I love that you're so
Like,
friggin' too expensive, but I would pay
Can
it.
we quit talking about how expensive I am?
That
I'm
is
starting to
so-
get uncomfortable a little bit, just a little bit. Keep talking. It's alright.
Yeah.